This week on the Heath Valley Homestead, we planed boards through our new planer that she got me through Beaver.
I can't say it.
Something like that. You don't know about it. We planed boards we're going to put in the ceiling in our new house. We had to cut some edges and clean up some edges with our table saw, and we did a little sanding for little rough spots. We want to look best as we can. Took a little longer than we thought, or I thought, figuring the planer out, getting the little bugs worked out, figuring out how it worked, and figuring out that I was trying to rush it, push it too hard. You gotta give it its time. But all in all, it did what I wanted it to do, did really well. What we got to do, we fixing to move some lumber from over there to over here. Well, we ain't got to tote it.
Okay. Moving the tin from the...
This is the wood I've had cut and drying for over a year. So we're going to get in that other stack too. We'll wait till that till we get there.
Okay.
All right, let's just give it a trial spit here. Sounds like it's got plenty of power. It's being on a stitch cord, but it's a heavy cord, so it should be all right.
Now explain what you're doing here.
I'm just getting it all set up, leveling and everything.
What it is.
All right, this is a planer. We're gonna try to plane all the boards to go into our ceiling in there, clean them up. Got one board there that don't look real good, so we'll start with it. If it comes out good, we'll use it. If it ain't, it's a good trial board. If it's something messed up, it ain't exactly right, it ain't a total loss. But we're gonna have to go get our sawhorses, I guess. It's got a gauge over here on this side. You wanna come show it? When sawmilling lumber, it's hard to get your lumber exactly the same depth every time. You can get really, really close, but our ceiling with it, you want the board to be plain.
Where's the gauge?
Here's the gauge right here.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll start high, but we want to finish every board where we decide the thickness that we want. Put that red line on whatever thickness that you decide what you want, and every board will be the exact same height. That way, like in the ceiling or wherever you use it for, the boards will be smooth. We're starting out right in there, and I'm just gonna raising it up, getting the feel of it. It's kind of getting a starting point. The first pass won't hardly cut anything off, but that's get your high points off and it gets it started. It's a process. It pulls itself through there. Is why we got that set up down there, because when it comes out of the planer, if the board drops, it'll put a dip in your board. A short board that you can grab on both sides is not an issue, but some of these boards are going to be 8, some of them 10 foot long. If it falls on that end, it'll put a little dip in the end of your board, and we don't want that. So we're going to start out here. I think we're going to have something back here too for the longer one. I think I'm higher down here than them there. I think when it hits this rough board, not letting it go.
Yeah.
But what do you think about the board? Is that good enough? We need to trash this one.
I think it looks fine.
Right here, just catching my board where I cut it. Do a little tip, as long as I can keep it in the middle of it. Just playing with it still. Taking your advice.
What was my advice?
Hone it in, get it figured out. That way we can just go with it. But it's cutting good. I think I was trying to get too much, cut too deep too much at a time. That's the best way to do it though.
Best what?
Figure out the best way to do it. Get somebody else to do it.
Well, yeah, I'm sure it's always best. About this machine. Like you want it?
Good as I can get it.
Good as
I
you
think it's
can.
the boards, just the bow and the boards on some of them because it won't go through. You turn the board over and it goes through good. It's just the sun bow in them.
From them.
The reason I don't want to pull through good on its own. After you run it through there a few times, it does all right. You just got to get that bow at the center of it. That's all right. Figure it out.
What are you doing?
I'm marking where the bow is.
Okay. So are we gonna have to cut all these boards?
The end of every one's got to be cut off. Cut them off where they go in the ceiling. We'll have to cut them as we put them up. You stain them just like they are, and then, which I cut off the end of every of them on one end. Then we'll just have to have one cut instead of two.
That rooster, he crows all day now.
He's got a new skill. But not all of them need the edge cut. Some of them do.
How many are we gonna need?
All of these probably, I don't know. Hard to do it. Room's 12 by 12. I got 3 layers of 4 foot.
Is the bathroom 12 by 12?
The
But
whole room's 12 by 12.
well, what's
The hallway and all.
Oh, okay. So the whole area.
Yeah, it's 12 by 12. Let's say I may not have enough. But got enough to do the bathroom for sure.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I still want to do the hall too.
Yeah, I want to do it all, but I may have to fire the mill up because a lot of that lumber that I cut, I wasn't planning on doing nothing like this with it. And that one, by cutting quite a bit of it off, I'd rather do that than cut it that way. Let's see. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try it. I'm gonna cut it and then I'm gonna flip it over and cut it again. You went and bought lumber, you still have to sand them and do all that because or ceiling or something of that nature, you got to spend extra time making the boards look good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just part of it. I know this is old growth pine. It's not that new growth crap that don't. I brought my sander out here. What to do with it? Now we've got our boards set up, cleaned up, fixing to wipe them up, and see if we can't put some stain in the bathroom because all the moisture from the showers and all that. I think we'd be ahead if we just put probably your thing on it. I don't know what they call it. Personal protection equipment. There you go.
So we don't do it when we're sawmilling, but Stacy don't want it all in the cracks of my fingers.
I ain't never used it.
Are you gonna use it? You get this on you.
I don't know what we're doing. You painting, am I putting it on? You're smearing it on? How are we going to put some in this bucket or just dip it out of this?
I'm just going to dip it out of there.
I think the longer you leave it on, the darker it gets. I think how it goes. I don't know. We're going to find out. It's already looking. But we didn't want it too dark neither. I'm saying by wow, you know, what you doing, boy? My little quickie.
Welcome back. Today we're going to clean up around here, blow the leaves off of everything, and get everything straightened up for the weekend. Okay, y'all, we're gonna start cleaning up the raised bed gardens. I built these this past spring, so I put them together out here where our house used to be, down. And I thought, well, something needs to be in that spot, I think. Under of what was once here. We, you know, our kids and our grandkids, by then will be old enough to appreciate it and think, wow, my grandma did that. That was awesome. But let's get after it. I'll get everything cleaned up around here. The best thing, we'll just see what we can get into. Basil is an Emerald Falls basil plant, and it never bolted this whole year. So I'm gonna take it in the dehydrator. I have quite the load here. We're gonna go dump it out now. I can show you where we're at. We are going through the woods right now from my garden. Pipeline looks like here that we're on right now, and it's right behind my garden.
Singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Is this movie that I think you like? This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York City. This
Okay, that was fun. I think that's going to be it for our garden projects today. We've accomplished a lot, got a lot cleaned up. So I'm hoping this weekend we can get the rest of the board stained and get everything going so we can put in a bathroom ceiling next weekend. And that's going to be a lot of fun. I'll see y'all next time.